Hey guys, this is Benny. This is a more in-depth look at what's on the bookshelves. I thought we would start with the smaller bookcase first, since it's pretty well full and what's on it doesn't change. Plus the cubbies in this one are a little bit smaller than the other one, so we'll be able to get through each one a little bit quicker. So I just thought we'd start down on the end. In the first cubby hole is the Lemony Snicket series. There's 13 books in the series. This is actually book 1 in paperback also. I think Harmony, my daughter, had won this one at school. I've also got books 3 through, I think, 6 in paperback. I have no idea where they are. If I ever remember where I put them, I intend to have a giveaway for kids. So, I don't know where I put them at. So, once I find those, there will be a giveaway for those, though. So, this is the whole series. It's book 1 through 13. The first book is called The Bad Beginning, which I read one. I've not read the rest of the series. This is one of the books on my Kill the TBR challenge that Lindsay at the Book Vlogger is hosting. So I hope to get these read sometime this year. I read that in one sitting, so it shouldn't take me very long to read them all. It's just a matter of getting caught up with everything else and getting them read. Book 2 is called The Reptile Room. Book 3, The Wide Window. Book 4 is The Miserable Mile. Book 5 is The Austere Academy. I'm not going to try to say that name. That's book 6. Book 7 is The Vile Village. Book 8 is The Hostile Hospital. I love the illustrations on the covers. This is book 9, The Coniferous Carnival. Book 10 is The Slippery Slope. Book 11 is The Grim Grotto. I'm not going to say that word. They're funny. And then book 13 is The End. It's bigger than most of the other, if you can see. But if you don't know, Lemony Snicket's is like a middle grade, like a children's book. Up to middle grade. I love that the narrator of the story actually, he takes a break out of the books, and especially if it's a bigger word, he'll like stop in the middle of telling the story and then explain the word to the reader, like, "Oh, dear reader, if you don't know what that means." And it's so funny, and it's intelligent, and it's all, I don't know, dark and beautiful. It's a great series. Even as a grown-up, I liked book 1, and I liked the movie, too. I thought the movie was cute. So, the next cubby, beside that one, has the 13 Curses books in it. Spiderwick Chronicles, Beyond Spiderwick Chronicles, and Narnia. 13 Treasures. This was actually in my, this series was in my favorite books read of 2011 picks. So, the first book in the series is 13 Treasures by Michelle Harrison. This is about a little girl and some fairies and stuff. Like, it's really good. You should read it. I mean, even though it's considered middle grade, I loved it. The second book was 13 Curses. And then the third book, which this is actually the UK cover because the US one is not out over here yet. It comes out in June or July. Our cover looks totally different than this, and it actually, I mean, it looks more along the lines of these two. But this is the UK cover. This is not mine. I actually borrowed this from somebody, and I've not sat down and read it yet. Excuse me, I've borrowed, not borrowed. I try really hard to, like, keep my hillbilly in check when I'm talking to you guys, because I get so sick of reading the comments that say, like, white trash or whatever. Hillbilly, whatever. Yes, I have an accent. I talk with hillbilly slang. I'm sorry, I'm from Kentucky. I can't help it. The next book is the Spiderwick Chronicles, which I'm pretty sure most everybody has seen the movie. The books, I love the books. I just reread them a couple of months ago. I just think it's a fantastic series. And actually, 13 Curses kind of reminds me of Spiderwick, only 13 Curses is more, it's a girl, not boys, and the fairies are meaner, I think, than what they are in Spiderwick. And for Spiderwick, book 1 is the Field Guide. Book 2 is the Seeing Stone. Book 3 is Lucinda's Secret. Book 4 is, what is book 4? The Ironwood Tree, which, if you take the jackets off, that's what the cover of the book actually looks like. And then what they did, the ones that were printed after the movie came out, they actually made, like, movie-themed jackets for them. Book 5 is The Wrath of Mulgarath. That's what he looks like in the movie. He does not look like that in the book. And the actual cover of the book looks like that. And then, after you read Spiderwick, there is Beyond Spiderwick, which the twins are in Beyond Spiderwick, but they're not in Beyond Spiderwick very much. Beyond Spiderwick is with 2 other kids, or 3 totally different, like, creatures that are not mentioned in the first Spiderwick books. I did not, I mean, I liked Beyond Spiderwick, but I didn't like it nearly as much as I liked the Spiderwick Chronicles. I just didn't think the characters were as likable. The story wasn't as likable as the Chronicles was. I feel like they did Spiderwick, and it did so well that they went back because they thought they could make some more money. It's like they were like, okay, what can we make 3 more books out of? And then, so they tried to do it with other kids, and it just wasn't the same. The story wasn't as likable. I mean, it was okay. I'm sure kids would like it, but I was just a little disappointed in it. The first book in Beyond Spiderwick is the Nixie's Song. The second book is A Giant Problem. And the third book is The Worm King. Which, I love these covers. They're like, they're almost like squishy. I don't know how to explain them to you. And then this is a mini book, The Great Escape. This was actually in a Happy Meal. So, I guess they released them for special whenever the movie comes out. And then this is a bind-up of the Narnia books. And we're finished with that cubby, and it looks like my battery's about to die. So, I'll see you in a couple of days with some more books. Thanks for watching. See ya.